With this video, we will be doing Academics Reveal the Truth about the mole in Drake's camp. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we're making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow. And the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Academic reveals who the mole is that's dropping all this information on Drake. Okay. That's right, on Academic's stream, Academics attempted to find out who the mole was. I mean, he even titled it "We're gonna find it out," something like that. And
we're gonna find the mole episode.
Yeah.
This episode we will be finding the mole.
For real. They God's hilarious.
Those of you that don't know, there's this person on Twitter, Ebony Prince 2K24, who is acting as if he is the mole that was providing information to Kendrick Lamar. And the speculation started when he would go online and leak some type of video that looked like the cover of Meet the Grams. Well, I want to go into what Academics did this live stream as he was doing his best to attempt to figure out who the mole was.
Exhibit A.
What?
Yeah. Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
Yeah, that's my same thing I was thinking. I seen this video. Did you see the video right here?
No, I haven't seen this.
Basically, the video where this is where they got the cover for the Kendrick song, and basically he was showing like all the stuff.
All the
items. Then he showed the view. Looked like you couldn't really tell where it's at. People saying it was from Kendrick booklet part, but you really couldn't tell. It was like by a lake and a bridge. So they were just breaking it all down, showing like, no, this wasn't a still shot. This was stuff that we actually. This came from a video and didn't come from a picture.
Yeah, it was a unique perspective.
Yeah.
And they showed you the same line of sight.
Yeah, I didn't know from the thing that all that stuff was hanging up on a string and laid on there, which was crazy.
We'll see if he actually figured it out. So he starts off by saying that, he believes that Kendrick Lamar was giving money for the Drake info. Not something he confirmed. He just believes that. And also says that on...
I don't know about K-Dot, but they said Drake was giving out big money for false information.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's possible K-Dot could do the same thing. Everybody's looking for information. Everybody's looking for dirt. I know K-Dot's song, he said he wasn't looking for dirt. I got a family. I ain't really worrying about that. So, who knows?
But, stuff land in your lap.
Sometimes it do just land right in your lap.
Twitter, the Ebony Prince said that on March 19th, 2 black American men became unemployed. Now, that could be that someone from Drake's team got into it within a hotel employee or something like that, and Academics believes that they, could have had
I seen something about that chain since you brought it up, and it's supposed to represent like all the loves he missed or something.
All the loves?
Like loves.
Like females?
Yeah, females he missed or whatever.
Yeah.
And I believe it's 42 diamonds.
Dang.
And they all like, what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure that chain a little smaller now. I'm pretty sure he sniped a couple of those 42 by now. It ain't that long no more.
Ain't that long no more.
Issues, and people continue to work at the hotel
like
after their fellow employees got fired, and those might be the people who are leaking this information. And then Academic starts to get into this line of thinking that it's the Mark Hotel, which was where Drake was staying at. I mean, it's also pretty much revealed that it was the Mark Hotel because they have the exact same flooring.
Yeah.
And then Act theorizes that Drake was at a hotel and may have played a role in somebody getting fired again. So basically, Academics just making this point that Drake is rolling around hotels, getting mad at people, and getting them fired when he's disinterested.
It's surprising to even hear Academics even talk bad about Drake. You never hear Academics talk bad about Drake. He always on this. It's kind of crazy to sit back and...
It's different.
Yeah, Kendrick did that. He turned AK against Drake.
Yeah, because I like you said, I never heard him speak bad about Drake.
Ever.
And it's always been like the ultimate Drake defender.
Yeah, like bowing down.
Yes. Before you talk about Drizzy, I'll take a bullet. Like,
he's even on the Drake song when he said, "What top 5 you smoking, Kendrick?" I think it's Family Matters. So that's how much of a Drake fan he is that he made Drake's song.
Yeah, it's real.
Acton calls someone who is from Twitter King Jared, who has been on the front line of trying to figure out who
Jared.
this mole is
Facts.
and what their intentions might be.
What are the
Then
intentions?
they break down this, tea leaf of some guy who was mentioned by Ebony, called Theodore
Nice hat,
Weintraub.
Theodore.
There was an
Jet
article,
up.
and the article was about teen drinkers being offered, drinks, and they were under 21. I think that might be Ebony just saying that maybe Drake is involved in something where he offered drinks to people who are under 21 years old. That's the only thing I could see coming from this. I don't think this is stuff.
Because there was a video that came out in that hotel. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it had like a little baby in the stroller, and it had two guys in there, and the date was, I want to say, January 23rd, 2024, 2023, something like that. And they were just saying, like, Drake, you remember this date and remember you was here. So people speculate something. Drake did something that day, and that was just a little snippet like, yo, we know what you did that day. Here go the timestamp. Here goes the date, and they just put a picture out. They put the video out. They put the picture, but the picture was in that hotel.
Damn, man, everything seemed like bait at this
Yeah,
point.
and I can see why if Drake would have got somebody fired, because that video made it from this hotel. So I need to know, how did this video footage get from this hotel that I stayed in, because that's definitely violating my privacy.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will never come here again if this is not solved.
Yeah, we need to figure this out
Facts.
right now.
And that don't look like, if Drake was there, them rooms probably like thousands of dollars a night, so they're not trying to mess up that business. We
Not
need to
at
find,
all.
they trying to find the mole in their hotel. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
they need to
saying?
figure that out.
Y'all not messing up this business for us.
Stuff is that deep. Is just tea leaves for us to read into. Then Act tells the mole that he can F off if he wants to sue him.
Right.
Remember, the mole, Ebony Prince 2K24 on Twitter, said that he's going to sue them.
Yeah, I did. That.
That's obviously conjecture. How can someone who does not want to reveal themselves sue anybody? So that to me probably means that the mole is just trying to get followers, or
Right.
trying to get Act to speak about him, which he did. Act then says that this guy likely tried to sell info to Kendrick Lamar, and now is looking funny because this person is someone who pretended.
That's like somebody that make war tools. They sell to both sides.
Yeah.
I'm selling
Straight up.
anybody. I'm selling Drake's side. I'm selling Kendrick's side. I'm just trying to make money at this point, and it seemed like a good situation to make money.
Yeah, you get a cruise missile. You get a cruise missile.
Everybody gets a cruise missile.
Yeah.
To be cool with Drake, So the idea that, maybe Kendrick Lamar was fed this info, and the person, Ebony Prince 2K24, was pretending to be someone who was on the OVO circle when
This
he could
thing
have
was
just been a
getting crazy.
disgruntled hotel employee. Then they start getting into this
The
reporter,
mole.
Christopher Alvarez, who appears in the photo that Ebony Prince 2K24 first leaked, and it looks like this guy is a journalist, and he was at a hotel where Kendrick might have lived at or lived next to. Very confusing. I mean, I gotta tell you, this is where things kind of got weird for me, and I was like, man, this beef has went entirely too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then starts
Like,
thinking
what?
that the mole is once again somebody who works for hotel security. I don't know, it could literally be anyone. After all of this speculation, Akademiks then goes back into Kendrick's Drake disses and says, these Drake disses were very, very, very hardcore, where Kendrick Lamar was saying, I hope that you die. You're a sick individual. And
Kendrick's from Compton. They should expect it to be hardcore from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. They thought he was going to give him flowers and cookies.
I don't know.
Like, nah.
It's crazy.
Ak is kind of leading us to believe that maybe what Kendrick is hinting at is that Drake has done some seriously nasty stuff. Stuff that is beyond dating young women, stuff that might venture into criminality. And Kendrick is taking this hard stance because of information that he might know about from either this mole.
Now I'm sitting here thinking, we got the stuff that happened with XXX. You know what I'm saying? There's other stuff out there. There's a video from there. So I can see why UMG put a plug on this. Because even the last song he made, he was somehow going down a rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of these allegations. When you're a big artist, UMG got private investigators that's following you around. They know everything that you're doing. They could tell you what you ate for dinner the night before, because they have people watching you that closely because you're that big of an investment. So everything that Kendrick was going to say, they already know, and they said, let's shut this down. We can't get this out in the public eye.
Yeah, they own everything. Just like that crown. I peeped that too. That
Yeah.
joint's about $3 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's Tiffany's.
That's
crown.
Tiffany's?
Yeah, that's Tiffany's.
That's wild.
Or something he knows behind the scenes.
Yeah.
As to who this mole might be, I assume at some point it will be revealed. I mean, it's not like, there's really smart people out there, smart people who work for the feds. I'm not joking. Smart people who literally work for federal employment.
That's what I was talking
and
about.
They might be able to break this, might be able to crack the code. Because I think it's becoming clear that this was the person who was feeding Kendrick information.
Definitely.
And I don't know if this Twitter account is an attempt to cover up for the Meet the Grams daughter accusations, because the daughter accusations is literally the only thing that makes the info that Kendrick got look weird. But I don't know. This is very fascinating. I'm not lying. This is like taking this to a whole other level, and it's why I consider this to be the craziest rap beef
ever
in history. And I got it number one because we got a lot of great records.
I think it makes it so much more interesting because usually when you're dealing in rap beef, it makes you look at the artist catalog more.
Yeah.
It feels like in this rap beef, we started looking at the character,
personal life
of the person more.
Yeah, I agree with you. More than ever.
Because
that was the tax they was taking. Normally, it's normally taking tax on manhood, who's tougher, who got more money,
right,
who get more females. That wasn't what it's about. It was just all about character.
Like the character of who you are.
Let's up the ante each song on the person's character.
It's crazy.
But we also got a true crime podcast out of this. We got to see more information revealed about Drake and Kendrick. And I'm wondering if this may be a troll job by Kendrick, because I don't think Kendrick enjoys that Drake put that information or this rumor out that, he's beating his wife. I don't think Kendrick does not like that. So could this...
Of course he's not going to like it because we see more other Drake fans. They're running with it. He beat his wife. He beats his wife, like standing on top of a mountain and yelling these accusations. And then you'd be like, you have any proof? But I mean, the proof is coming later. Don't worry about that right now. Just know that he beats his wife. And of course, if he didn't do that and it's getting put out there and it's being used against him, weaponized as a sense, I can see why he would feel that way.
Yeah, you don't want nothing like that coming. Nothing like that coming out. Nothing
Nobody
negative. Period.
Yeah, especially that.
Especially that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about things that will ruin you forever.
Forever. Chris Brown is still going through that, and that happened like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Facts.
Is me an attempt to shift everything on Drake? Nobody's talking about that. I'm not trying to ride for Drake. I'm not trying to talk about, but I don't think that is something Kendrick wants on people's minds at all, even if he has decisively won the battle. But let me know what you think. Who do you think the mole is? Is the mole somebody close to the situation?
Leave it in the comments who you think the mole is.
Someone who happened to just be in the right hotel at the right night with the information to incriminate Drake? I don't know, y'all. The guy's leaving cryptic tweets in both directions.
It's Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _, all lower cases.
No spaces.
You'll find us on Facebook, and when you do, follow the page. Share something. Leave some comments. Come back. All right, I'm gonna get right into this.
Let's get it.
I'm listening, and I mean it's interesting just because I'm already into what's going on. With this whole beef
saga.
Yeah, it's like the epic adventure of Kendrick and Drake. You know what I'm saying? But like now, they pulled me in here. I'm waiting. I'm like, oh, we about to. This I feel like you got him handcuffed and about to unveil the mask, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it kind of left me hanging a little bit, but I'm really interested. Like when I seen the little person, I was like, is this it? Like, are they just being funny with the whole mole thing? Like, you know what I'm saying, doubling down. But I thought this was a fun watch. What you think?
I think it was a fun watch, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out who the mole is. It just seemed like every time you think this beef is over, something else new pops up from the beef, to spark it right back up and spark people interest in what's going on. It's almost like a board game. People are trying to find out who the mole is. In this day and industry and times, it's hard to be a mole and people not find you out some way or another. We know people found out about burner accounts that Kevin Durant had. They said Kendrick Lamar had burner accounts. Like, people do their research and find out stuff like that. So whoever this mole is, especially if you offer money, just follow the money and you're gonna find this guy. But can't wait to see what else come from that. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.